Welcome to Filmmakers channel. If you are new to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button right now and turn on the notification so as to be notified whenever we drop a new session, tutorial or filmmaking process on this channel. Today I just like to hold a session with you based on the question I received on the previous video I uploaded on this channel. The person asked, what should he do as a continuity manager when he point out an error on set and the director told him to overlook it? Although I responded the person at the comment section, but I think I need to hold a session with this on this so that everyone can benefit from it. I haven't said in the previous video that the director has the final say because he is spearhead the movie project. He has the final say on the movie making during the location. He has the final say on the entire project. He has the final say, though he is also hired like other crew, but his own office has the final authority every other thing, because every movie is the assumption, perception, decision of a director. So he has the final say despite the fact that you are both hired. Now, when a situation happened that you as a script supervisor, you point out an error during the filmmaking process on set, and you know that this error will be obvious to audience at the final output of the movie, but your director tell you to overlook it, maybe because you are in hurry, you have been working out of budget, you need to rush every other thing, and director don't want you to retake the shot or retake the scene, then he tell you to overlook it and let's continue with the movie project. It's deep, just as I explained to the person under the comment section. Number one, you need to know, as a script supervisor, do you understand basic things about editing? If this error is a thing that can be covered up during the editing, well, you can overlook it, and you trust in your editor that this error will be covered up at the editing room. I told that to become a director, you need to know basic things about all other crews. So maybe your director has understand that this error will be covered up at the editing room, which you as a script supervisor may not understand instantly. So you just need to understand this when your director tell you, come on, leave it, let's continue the work. But when you know that this error is not an error that can be covered up at the editing room, and you as a script supervisor, you know that this error will be obvious to audience at the final output of the movie, and your director tell you to overlook it, take something at the back of your mind that everyone has a reputation on his own office. You have a reputation to take. So when people see an error while watching movie, they won't say crazy is this director. They won't say that. What they will say is, this script supervisor of this movie is crazy. Can't him see this? Can't him see this? So you have your own name to protect. So when your director tell you to overlook it, then you need to reason your director, let him understand what happens, how audience will feel. You need to call your attention of your director. This can't be covered up. Protect your own name. Try to protect your own name. Tell your director, yes sir, we need to correct this. It will implicate my name. It will implicate my own reputation. Yes sir, we need to correct it. Then if your director now insists that we have nothing to do, at the end, if he insists, you need to agree. You have nothing to do. Individual office is to be blamed on the crews though, but the entire project errors blame is on director. Everyone will give account of his own office though, but the entire movie's errors will be on director. Yes. If one person should come and speak for all errors that happens in a movie, the director will happens to be. So if the director know what he is doing, you as a continuity will not point out an error and for him to say that overlook it and let's continue the work. But in the first place, do not agree as a script supervisor, because in the first place, when people say it, those who know about people that are working behind film production, they will say this script supervisor is crazy. He didn't know what he is doing. That is number one. Number two is some other movie producer are watching you, some other production manager are watching you that may wish to hire you for their own project. But when they see that error, they will believe you are not competent. They will believe you are not competent enough. So they may decided not to hire you for their own production. So that is why you need to argue your own director to correct that error. You as a script supervisor, that is why you need to insist on correcting that error. If you know that your director don't want to agree with you, insist on it first. Because it will affect your own reputation from other that wanted to hire you for their own production. What they will feel like is, watch this movie, you supervise it and we see this error. We supervise it and you see this error. How many people do you want to go and explain to that it's your director that doesn't agree with you? Out of thousands of people that will see that error, you can only meet 1% of them. You can't even meet up to 1%. You can't even meet up to 1%. Because when you need to explain your story to audience before they can understand, you are not making a good story. So, believe that you can't meet 1% of people that will see that error in your movie. And those who know about those people behind that movie production will put the blame on you that is your incompetency as a script supervisor. When the error happens and your director tells you that let's overlook it, and you just agree just like that. And you agree just like that. So it's your office. You have power over it. Tell your director we need to correct this. Insist on it. But if your director now give you the reason you don't need to retake that shot or retake that scene, if he give you a genuine reason that we can cover this up by this or with this, then you need to agree and succumb. But ensure that error is not obvious at the editing room. So when I say that the director has the final say in the beginning of the video, yes, I have my reason. The director has power over everyone, though the producer hire everyone, but it's given the power to the director. So you can do and not do. You can even do your own professional, being a set man, being a makeup, and the director may decide that this thing is not what I want. And you may seem is the best you can hover, and he may insist that, no, I'm not satisfied. There is nothing you can do. You can't still insist that, no, this is a professional, what this is my own professional. No. The directors has the final say. But as a script supervisor, as a continuity manager, you see the error and you know that this error will be obvious to audience. Insist that your director must retake the shot. Insist that that scene must be taken again. But if your director tell you that, come, we don't need to retake this, we can cover this up with this or by this. Especially maybe it's a costume. Maybe you've taken the dress on my head and something means with that from that actor. Maybe one part of things that he used in the previous scene that's needed to be continued as a continuity props, and you don't see it there, and you insisted that no, we must see this in order to keep the consistency of my own continuity. The director can convince you that it is not under must. During the process of working from that place, come to this place, he might have put off some things from him or something like that. So if he gives you genuine reason, you need to agree with him because he has the final say and that is it. But as a script supervisor, you have your own name to protect. When you don't have a genuine reason from your director, insist that he should please protect your own reputation, protect your own name. Give you a good reputation from people that will be watching, because you want a bigger project. And for a bigger project to come, they need to watch what you've done before. They want to see your previous work. They want to see your previous project. So that is why you shouldn't just easily agree when they wanted to ignore some important continuities, some important errors in continuity that you note, but someone there say, let's just overlook it. So always remember that you have your own name to protect. Do not easily agree on overlooking any simple error. Simple error may affect your next project. Simple error may affect you from the higher, bigger company that wanted to hire you for their own project. So that is why you shouldn't just agree when anyone tell you to overlook any error on set. So as a script supervisor, believe that what you are doing, thousands of people are watching, and you cannot meet all of them to explain how it happens to them. So it's better you give them the exact way you want. So ensure you give them the perfect you can. But if your director can give you a reason why you need to overlook it, this is where I'm landing. If your director can give you a genuine reason why you need to overlook that error, then agree for your director. He has the final say. So, thank you. For the person that has the question, I believe you will also watch this video, and for those that doesn't see that in the comment section, I think you learn from this. I wish you all a great script supervisor. So till the next session, kindly stay tuned, stay up with us. Don't forget to click the subscribe button right now and turn on the notification. Thank you.